And she would just keep pushing him, and he would just do the whatever she said. And it was so sweet, the fact that Cassius actually had a soft side. I thought it was just a big meathead, but apparently he does have feelings and a softer side. And it's really sweet how he went above and beyond for Shina. And, you know, it really kind of was sad when he realized that Seiya had stolen her away from him, just like, you know, he thought that the Pegasus armor belongs to him, and the dream of being a knight belongs to him, and the fact that, you know, to him, Seiya stole everything from him. And to save Shina from rushing to her death, he knocks her out. And he's like, this is for you because I care about you. But he doesn't say it out loud. He shows it through his actions. And then, you know, when Seiya and Shiryu come up to the Leo temple, because that's where Seiya is at the moment. No, sorry, it was Shun and Shiryu come up to the temple. They meet Cassius, and he's up there blocking their way, and they're getting ready to fight him, and then they hear the crashing around in the Leo temple, because of course Leo is fighting Seiya because he's brainwashed, just like the Crystal Knight, and Seiya doesn't understand, and he's trying to reason with him, and then he realizes reasoning's no good. But anyway, yeah, back to Cassius. They, Shun and Shiryu are trying to get through to Seiya, and Cassius is in the way, and they try to fight him, and then he knocks him down and goes into the temple himself to put an end to Leo's rampage. And the thing about the Pope's attack with brainwashing people is that you have to have somebody die. The enemy has to die for him to come back to life. Or not back to life, but to his senses. So Cassius makes the ultimate sacrifice, and he saves Seiya, and he puts himself in between the last attack and Seiya, and he dies as a result, trying to protect Seiya for Shina. And it's just so sad. It's just like, she's never going to know that he loved her. And it's so sad. And Leo comes back to his senses, and poor Seiya, he feels so bad. He's actually crying over his long-term rival for the cloth, and it's just really sad, and, you know, it just made me tear up again. And I normally don't cry for, well, he's not really a villain, so I can't call him a villain. I usually don't cry for certain characters if I believe that, you know, that they're somewhat villainous, but I think Cassius was just a little bit misguided and stuff, and maybe he could have been a really good knight had he kept trying. He actually was pretty strong, and his Cosmo was pretty good too. And the fact that he actually redeemed himself at the end, I think he would have made a really good knight had he survived. But yeah, they move on to the Virgo temple, which is where Shaka is, and things again turn to dust. While they're finding Shaka, Iki is at Cannon Island restoring his strength from the previous battles and healing up his armor, letting it heal. And these students of Shaka go to assassinate him, and these other guys are asking around the village near Cannon, trying to find out where Iki is. And this poor old man and this little girl get caught up in the crossfire. And Iki, being the noble soul now that he is, actually goes out and tries to, you know, protect them. The girl's name is Irene. Yeah, I think it's Irene. And she and her grandfather are showing them the way up to the canyon, the volcano. And the poor old man falls over, and they're beating him senseless. And the girl screams out for somebody to help. And, of course, Iki appears, and he saves well, he saves the girl. The grandfather dies as well. I forgot about that for a second. But yeah, he saves the girl. And then he engages in a fight with Shaka's disciples, Sheba and what's his name? And they both attack him at the same time, paralyzing him so he can't really fight back. And it's totally unfair because Shaka is actually controlling the strings from behind the scenes, kind of cheating the whole time until, of course, Saori, aka Athena, comes in with her Cosmo and saves him. And he's able to save Irene and, bring her to safety, but he couldn't save the grandfather. And then, of course, he travels to the not Gemini. Getting them mixed up now, dang it. He travels to the Vertigo Temple where Sei and the others are, and he tries to attack Shaka. And things are not looking so good. That's as far as I got with Ikki attacking Shaka. And hopefully he'll come through it, but he's looking pretty bad, like his senses are all stolen. Shaka's opened his eyes, which you really don't want him to do because that's when, crap hits the fan. It gets worse, like when he opens his eyes, everything's obliterated. So hopefully Ikki can make it through, or Seiya will wake up, or something happens. So, I will update again. This is like first part of the video, so I'll upload the second part when I can. Lily Kitten out.